Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to some more Fallout 4. Now, I've just come back and emptied out our inventory into our house as normal. I'm also going to store all the junk in here. It's going to give us a bit more space. Still not amazing space-wise. It's because I've got the power armor on. I think that's the main reason why. So while we are here, I am going to have a look and see if I can mod some of our armor. Now, we do have one more power-up level, one level we can use, and we can finish off our... So we've got the best weapon mods we possibly can. Let's get the best armor mods as well, and then we can really start to pimp ourselves out. Now, I'm going to have to come out of this power armor, aren't I? Because you can't use the armor table while we're in pack, which makes sense, I suppose. And now let's do some crafting, because we do now have a new left leg, which we can bolster up now to be pretty damn good. Improves damage and energy resistance, which is really good, and gives us 1926, which is a really good defense. And it also uses a stim pack automatically when they get under 25% health, which if you've been watching my videos, you know I'm pretty bad at actually doing that myself. And that's already maxed out. This is already maxed out the best. We can now upgrade this. It's not going to give us a massive upgrade, is it? But it is going to give us an upgrade. So we'll do that anyway. Best left leg. We don't need to use that now because we've already replaced that. Polymorph combat armor is the best we can use. And then stabilize gives us... Scoped aiming is more steady. I think I want to keep that actually because we do struggle with our scope aiming. And then this one is polished metal, which is the best I can go. So we've not really done massive upgrades. This is a really good upgrade though, this lever leg. So we're now going to change left leg this to... rename that to... We go all the way over to there and just type in old. It's a good little trick actually. If you are playing Fallout, I like doing this because I often get stuck with what is the best stuff. And I end up losing it all when I go through... especially if I'm putting loads of stuff into a container... I sometimes get confused and accidentally hit the button a bit too many times, and I end up losing my best parts of armor, and I have to spend ages going through the containers to try and find them again. So it's a good little trick just to rename everything to what it is, and then just keep track of what's your best. So now I've got my best bits of armor on at the same time. Exit the station, yes. So let's just whiz around and we'll put the other old left leg into the container with all of our clothing in, which is so much clothing in here now. But of course, as I've said, once we get the highest level of scrapper perk fitted, then we can start to bring all this stuff out and scrap it for materials, which would be good because then we'll have extra materials we can use. Have the Corsair chip analysed. That's a bit of a hint there, the picture of exactly what's going to happen, isn't it? So we want to go to inventory, we want to go to apparel, and we want to go to best left leg. So now we are wearing that. So now, quest-wise, we need to go... It says, have it analysed. Where do we need to go? We need to go to the railroad, actually, to have that analysed. Interesting. Didn't see that one coming. Oh, 1 second, my phone is actually ringing. And we are back. Sorry about that. I had a phone call from my father, who's off his face. He's pissed, I think. So there we go. It's a funky hat. You got a bandana over a cap. That's a bit crazy, mate. Okay, so we want to fast travel now to the railroad, who will analyse this for us, which is grand. Once we've done that, then we can get it analysed, and hopefully we can start to think about building a transport. I want to try and spend the next few episodes just trying to get this out of the way. I want to try and finish the main storyline because we can then continue on with some of the side quests, and of course we still have all the expansion packs. We've done the Automatron one, that wasn't too bad, that was quite a small one, that one, but we've still got, is it Point Harbour? Or Far Point? It's one of the two. And we've also got Nuka World as well, which has come out recently. So let's speak to this one.
I have a report here. It reads more like a comic book. Apparently, one hell of a fight took place at Green Tech Genetics.
Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah, that was me. I took down a Corsair.
That's what the report says. Hard to believe. I'm all for one less Corsair in the world, but the conventional wisdom is that you run from them rather than engage them.
So why did you kill him?
Do you know anything about decoding the Corsair chip?
You have one of their chips intact? Follow me now.
Decoding a courser
I do indeed.
A very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong.
Word is
The
Diamond
least
City
of which
is
is
under
losing the
opposition
data.
control.
Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Well, everyone please move out the way. Come on. Come on, Desert whatever your name is.
You're the one that scored the DIA cache, right?
Hey,
Tom's
Dad.
dying to
You need
talk
some?
to you about it.
Tom, we got a courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh man, it's been ages.
You've hit the jackpot with this. Hand over the chip. Let's see what's on it.
Here you go.
All right, Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Corsa chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you.
Don't you drop it, mate.
We're in. Chip access. Just poke the analog connectors and lift. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be. Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. I got you, you institute bastard. I got you. Solve for N. Come on. Show me that sweet bass number. Come on, baby. Yeah, we got it. We got the code.
Where all the sense gone.
Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
And Agent, I hope that helps you as much as you've helped us. Good work.
Sweet as a nuts. So Tom wanted to speak to you about that last DIA cache, apparently.
Since the sweep says you're clean. Hooray! We're bug free.
I went through a sensor sweep?
Every test Des would let me run. Full EMF scan, biological sniffers, and other state-of-the-art security. So the sweep says the Institute isn't watching you, or us. But the tests lie, man. Okay, have you eaten anything out there? Because if you have, they got you.
No, I never eat anything.
You see, that's smart. That's smart, man. S-M-A-R-T. But you gotta be careful. The Institute has these tiny microscopic robots in the food, man. And they report back.
Tom, that's rubbish.
You just don't get it, Carrington. The Institute is in your blood.
If true, that's terrifying.
If he had a shred of evidence for any of it, agreed. Quite terrifying.
Okay. If you really want to be safe, let me give you a little shot. Desdemona says no one has to, but it will kill those little robots.
There's battery acid in that serum of yours.
You can't nuke an omelet without irradiating some eggs. You ready to shoot up?
This could be interesting. We could get some sort of permanent boost here.
Yummy bacteria culture, and just a little bit of battery acid. But we gotta burn those babies out of you. It's a hard reboot of your system, man.
I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, now you talking.
We must get some sort of permanent perk from it, maybe. Or we just might pass out, basically. Looks like that's just what's happened.
Now you're encouraging him.
Hey, you get it, man. I make things around here. You go and do. You do whatever. And come back, and I will set you up.
I'm a little bit...
I feel awful. You trying to kill me?
That feeling is the price of freedom, man. Live free. Now, I got all these ideas in my head. So building time.
I'm a little bit blurry. Have we got some sort of perk on going here now, have we? That could have been a bad idea, but... So we've got mole rat disease, minus 10 HP. Is that what we've got? Well, HP is really low, isn't it? I've just noticed that. That must be something to do with the... Oh, okay, that's why we were blurry. We're fine now. Okay, so now we can fast travel up to see Virgil. We should probably go back and get our power armor. We don't need to. We're only going to go to his cave. Then we're going to fast travel away after that, so we shouldn't be too bad. As long as Virgil doesn't get attacked in the process, we should be okay. See, I've not seen any of these robots yet. They've been on the loading screens quite a lot, and I've not seen any yet. Whoa, get inside the cave. I thought it might have brought us inside the cave. We got a little bit of rads there outside, but nothing too major, thankfully. Come on, Virgil, what can you tell us? Yeah, I think he knows we're coming now. I made a lot of noise. Still not even looking at us, though, is he?
I see you again. You managed to get what...
Do you have anything for me?
I'll take that as a yes. Can't say I'm too surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines, or setting computer terminals free, or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the symbol explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience? Advanced systems?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it.
We'll find it, mate, I promise you.
Take these and get to work.
Build the signal information so I can go to the Brotherhood, the Minutemen, or the Railroad. I said in the last episode, I think we're probably going to go for the Minutemen, because they were the ones that helped us originally. They were the ones that started us off on our journey, and I think they're probably the best ones. I can't fast travel from here. I think those will be the ones that I want to try and stick with. I think the Brotherhood are a little bit skeptical for me. They're a bit strange on this game. There seems to be a lot more. On the previous game, they were all down for trying to help people and this, that, and the other, but the Brotherhood on this game seem a lot more evil. Like, they've got me missions trying to get food for them, and by stealing them from other places and stuff like that. So I'm not too keen on the Brotherhood. The Railroad, for me, again, just seem a little bit weird. So I'm thinking we're probably going to stick with the Minutemen for now. And I think that's probably the best way forward. I think the Minutemen, because I have done a little bit of research. I've not done much. I don't know what a lot of the bonuses are, but I believe if you go with the Minutemen, you do get the Brotherhood still exists if you go with the Minutemen. You don't sort of get rid of them, which is pretty cool. So we might still have a chance of keeping things that I know you can get. Because I know if you stick with the Brotherhood, I think you do get a jetpack at some point. So if I can do the Minutemen quest, but then keep the Brotherhood on side, we might be okay. Wow, getting rads here now as well. I want to try and speak to, I'm assuming it's going to be Preston, isn't it? Is it Preston? It is Preston.
General.
Can you take a look at these schematics? A scientist named Virgil said they could get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them.
You knew that, Preston. We've discussed this ages ago. Back in the first few episodes.
Assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix. I'll let you know if I hear of any settlements that need our help. In the meantime, make sure to offer help to anyone that needs it. That can only help our cause.
I'm not worried about them people anymore. I want to do our own stuff now. I've done enough for these people. Where's Sturgis then, is he?
I'm afraid I'll be unable to extract any useful data from these robots, sir.
Where is Sturgis? Oh, he's miles away. Oh, he's up in Sanctuary, isn't he? I want to build it in Castle because I feel that Castle is the most secure place. So I think I really want to build it there. Maybe in one of the rooms, one of the corner rooms. But we've got the robot workbench in one. We've got a power armor in the other. I'm sure we can find somewhere we can fit it. But I think inside Castle is the best place because it just feels a lot more secure. It feels more like a compound. Whereas the others are a bit open, aren't they? We do need to look at some of our workshops. I might, when we get to the end, when we get close to the end of this episode, I might spend a little bit of time improving a couple more of the workshops just to keep people happy, because I know now there is a risk of potentially losing workshops if people do become unhappy for a while. Sturgis, my man. You work in defence. Good lad.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow, what a mess. Looks like encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
I got this from someone who should know what he's talking about. Can you build it, or not?
Well, yeah. I think so. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah. I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. Handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is going to take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Okay, so maybe we do build it in Sanctuary then, because there's not a lot of space in... not a lot of space is there really in the other place, in Castle. So maybe we do build it here. Quest-wise, we need... So it just says build reflector platform. So there is a big, flat, empty space, isn't there, around the corner here, I believe. I don't think I put too much on there. I know I was putting a couple of bits and bobs. Why is there a Brahmin on the roof? Could anyone explain to me why there's a Brahmin on the roof? Yeah, I'm thinking on here could be a good place then, maybe. So let's go into workshop mode. Special. And we need... stabilized power. Yeah, okay. Is there any specific way it needs to go? Well, let me straighten myself up because I want to make sure this is straight. Right, that looks straight to me. So we put that there. And it requires a lot of power, doesn't it? It said as well. So where's the power? Power generators. We're going to need something special, aren't we? So that's a windmill. Fusion generator. We can build a fusion generator. No, we need science 4. That gives us 10. We need to figure out how much that's going to take to power, doesn't it?
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yep.
Did you figure out the rest of Virgil's schematics?
I think so. Best I can tell until we actually try to put it together. Here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
So what do we need? We need a console, relay dish, and a beam emitter.
I'd better get started.
Okay, one thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
Right. So we need to, let's go back into the quest list and see what we need then. So we need search telecom sites for a sensor module. We don't need, I'm sure I have sensor modules everywhere. We need a console, relay dish, and beam emitter. Let's see what we can build. Come on, let me into the workshop. Okay. So, control console we have enough parts for. So let's build that here. Again, I want to make sure I'm straight. I'm really anal when it comes to these sort of things. So just right in the middle of my machine. Like so. Oh yeah, we can't build this in Castle. Need a molecular beam transmitter. And a relay dish. Then that needs to be wired to that. Is that wired to that? It is. And that needs to be wired to this. No, it doesn't. It needs to be wired to that. I can't attach wires to that though. And then a chair. We don't need a chair, but I just feel like you should have a chair. I think it looks better with a chair. There you go. So now we need... What power do we need? We need 2 power, 5 power, 20 power. And that requires power as well. If we're not allowed to attach a wire to that, how are we going to get power to it? I don't know. We're going to need to build some power then. It's a lot of power though, isn't it? We need... So we could build one of these generators, it'd be fantastic. I need 4 in science, don't I? So we're going to need to build a few of these big generators, aren't we? Which don't cost a thing to make. So hopefully that's going to be enough power then to power everything together. So if I plug these 3 generators in together and then plug it into there. So that's powered, and that is powered. And this is powered, okay. Everything's up and running now then. That's looking a bit crazy, isn't it? I don't quite know what it wants me to do now though, because it's got power up the signal interceptor. Will you do that using the console?
To make sure this is on the same grid as the rest of the signal interceptor.
It's all on. It is all on the same grid, isn't it? That I can't attach a wire to this. Can I attach another wire onto there then maybe? Why is that not... Why is that not working then? Does this need to be around... I've got... Does this need to be around this? It does. There we go. Okay. Means I want to move this now then to there. Sort of want to move this a little bit. I know I'm being a bit crazy now, but there we go. I want to sort of put it in the middle of the bit. I know I probably shouldn't be spending much time on this, should I really? But there you go. And then you're going to pop in the middle of there, aren't you? Like so. Again, I want to rotate it. That's what I want to do. If I rotate it, then I'll be happy. I do apologise for being so anal with this. I really do. It's always going to be... That's where I want it, like that. Yeah, that's how I want it. And this can go in the back corner like this. And I'm concentrating far too much on the look of this, rather than what it's actually going to do. And then you, my friend, can go there. I know I'm happy with that now. I think that looks pretty cool. Yeah, we couldn't have built this in Castle like I thought. We had all the materials to build it. That's pretty good.
Good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Shouldn't we test it first?
I wish we could, but we've only got the one frequency code. There's no way to test it without actually jacking into the Institute signal. And as soon as we do that, we've used our one and only chance. As soon as the Institute figures out what we did, and I gotta believe those brainiacs won't be caught napping twice, that code we've got is useless.
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
I think because I put the chair there, he's going a bit crazy.
I'm ready when you are.
I'm on the I'm on there. Some guy just sat in the chair.
Hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on.
There's a skeleton over there. Whoa. Whoa. It's all gone white. We're in. We're actually in the Institute, aren't we? Well, not yet, but we are in the Institute. We are in the bloody Institute. And I think that's as good a time as any to finish off this episode. Wow. We've finally made it into the Institute. That's crazy. So now we've got a few things to do in here now. We've got inside job. We've got to try and figure out where our son is, of course. And we need to pick up the thingy, don't we? The serum for the guy as well, for Virgil. So we'll do all of those. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. So next episode we'll explore around the Institute, see what happens. I don't know. I don't think they'll attack us because I've got a feeling they you can join the Institute as well. So we'll have to try and figure it out. But again, that's going to be in the next episode. So I hope you have enjoyed this one. Please do let me know if you have by hitting that like button. And of course, if you are new around here and you've enjoyed what you've seen, then please do hit that subscribe button as well, because I'm doing a lot more of this. And we are going to use our stat point here to gain points in science, because that's going to help us get all of the mods we need now. So I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for our next episode of Fallout 4.